Hello, welcome back to Pretty Does Count, because it does. My name is Lara, and we are going to talk about our thoughts. Yes. And I want to dedicate this video to Mr. Deion Sanders himself, because he was the one who termed this phrase, think right. I don't know if he has it trademark or anybody out there. I'm not sure, but he said this profound statement, think right, and I think it's phenomenal, and we are going to dig deep into this. So I am an avid follower of the Sanders family, and I'm actually subscribed to one of his sons' YouTube. I'm subscribed to all of their channels, but I look at Deion Sanders Jr., the Well Off Media account. That's his eldest son. I am loving all the content of Deion Sanders Jr. And Well Off Media has been capturing Shador Sanders and Shiloh Sanders' progression in college football as well as in the NFL. So it was one particular video where it was Shador Sanders' very first game. It was his very first game as a quarterback in the NFL. Yes. So you already know the stakes were high. The pressure was there. I'm pretty sure everyone was anxious. And all of the family and friends were in this suite at the game. Deion Sanders, his father, and he invited the friends and the family. They all had like an eagle's eye view of the game, and to watch Shador's every move, just to see how he would do his first time playing as a quarterback in the NFL. So this is when I was watching the video, like my heart was pumping, because I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? The game started, and everybody in the private suite, along with Deion, they were having a good time. But we don't know what was said as the viewer watching. But all of a sudden, we hear Deion Sanders shouting, "Think right. Think right. You guys are always thinking wrong. Think right." This is a profound statement, and I have to give it to Deion Sanders. That statement has still stuck with me all this time. So the moment he said, "Think right," and he shouted this, everybody in the suite started laughing. And I thought to myself, this is a serious matter. Nobody should be laughing. This is real life. Your thoughts are your power. Your thoughts dictate what you see show up in your reality. That's a fact. Like, I have been looking at my own life and doing some self-reflection. The thoughts that I have been holding back then, and the experiences that has happened, the good, the bad, and the in-between, it was all because of the thoughts. The thoughts that we think. We must think right all the time. Think right about ourselves. Think right about the relationships we have with others, our family, our friends, strangers, events. We have to think right. And Deion Sanders quickly, with the quickness, shut the naysayer up and told them pretty much, think right. Think right about my son. Think right that this game is going to be successful from beginning to end because your thoughts are that powerful. And then that also made me think about the Bible verse, when two people agree on something, it is done. That's in itself is another video that I want to do, but we have to think right. It is almost second nature, and it's almost an automatic response for some people, for most people, to think wrong, to think in doubt, in the lack, in the worst that can happen, in the worst outcome. All the time, especially when we do something new, especially when we are attempting something new. People will think the worst case scenario. What if we think right? What if we were to hold a thought that the end result will be good? What if we were to hold a positive thought that, you know what, I'm going to have a phenomenal game. I will have a phenomenal game today. You know, you want to know what? I will do my 4 exercises today. I had to say that to myself this morning. I urge you all, including myself, to think right all the time, because it eliminates the doubt, it eliminates the fear, it eliminates the control, because it seems like when we are like thinking wrong, we're in a state of, we've lost control. And we want to be the ones in control about every moving part. But we have to realize that there is a higher power. There's God. Why don't you give that workload up? And you only focus on the thoughts and holding it until it becomes your reality. And yes, we will have negative thoughts. We will have them, but we have to quickly dismiss the negative thought and hold the positive thought that we want to show up in our reality. Quickly replace it. Negative thought, quickly replace it with a positive thought. Period. That's it. It sounds simple, but it takes practice. It takes time. And some days you will have instances where you'll hold a negative thought and you'll have that negative experience. But as quickly as the negative thought shows up, quickly replace it with a positive thought. And it's also a great idea to have affirmations already ready. So whatever your goals are, whatever your desires are of yourself, for yourself, write them down. Write affirmations that you can say to yourself over and over and over again. In the event that negative thought comes up, that will help to quickly dismiss and quickly replace it with the positive thought. I had to include Deion Sanders and I appreciate him so much because he's so motivational, and his mindset is a growth mindset, and we can all learn from that. That we do need to start thinking right if we've been thinking wrong in the past. And that it's to our benefit. There's actually a Bible verse that says, think of the things that are lovely, think of the things that are pure, think of the things that are of good report. Those are the things that you need to be meditating on, not the opposite. So I urge you today, keep track of your thoughts. Keep track of the things that you see on social media, on television, what you hear on the radio, of the conversations you're entertaining with some people. These are the blocks. And to release those thoughts, those blocks, look at the things that you want to show up in your reality. So only entertain those things, those thoughts that are in alignment of what you want. Okay? This is powerful. You're only a thought away to change it for the better. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I just had to come on here to share this message because I was truly moved by Deion Sanders. And yeah, that's all I have for you. And I will be back with another video on thoughts again. So I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.